today's lesson concerns the auras of runes. I know all of our stones are made of different minerals, but the runes themselves all are gold. All the same. But the symbols have their own aura. And each aura has its own power. And if you were to master the ways of a Druid, in not just the simple copying of the movement of the rituals, or the acting and the reverence. No, if you're truly to become a Druid and harness the mystical powers, you must understand the auras. You must learn how to harness these auras. Not just to see them, not just to drink something and allow yourself to see the visions and to focus upon these auras. No, you must be able to breathe life into the runes themselves and harness their underlying auras. We'll start with the most simple. Red. Theseus. It's the color of blood. It's the color of strength. Blood is the essence of our life. It's the element of fire. It has healing properties that, if one focuses strongly enough, can emanate throughout the entire body and regenerate that which was once damaged. Focus with me. Focus with me on your life force. Feel the warmth of the fire. Can you feel it? Can you hear it pulse through your ears and tingle down your spine? This is the easiest rune to harness. Next is Isa. Ice. Blue. It is the color of higher consciousness. It also helps us focus and control time. We can slow time using Isa. Focus with me. focus on each moment as it begins and as it passes. And as it is reborn. Can you feel Isa? Can you feel the distortion and the slowing of time? Where me and you feel the slowness come upon us, others perceive it as us becoming faster, inhumanly faster. This is a difficult rune to master, but it helps strengthen all other runes and gives one time to contemplate and to consider. One can never stop time completely or send it back, for things that have happened will always be written in a permanent ink. But it can be slowed. Next, Bunho, joy. This is a golden aura for a golden symbol. It symbolizes the sun, heat, warmth. Feel the warmth drift across your body. Feel it envelop you and protect you from the cold and the wind and the rain. If sent to extremes, one can even start a small fire. Algis. Protection. There is no better protection than to understand and to see one's surroundings. It's light blue. It is a light blue aura. One's best friends is one's own brain. To understand the situations that we find ourselves in, and the element of danger which they possess. But sometimes one must need a more divine protection. Let us focus this together. Everything around us can do us no harm. No sword, no arrow, no mace, no club. Can find itself in our presence. Now the truth is, to stop at an arrow with your own concentration and focus is a lot more difficult than it sounds. And it sounds very difficult. I've always found this to be used in only the most dire circumstances. Better to slow time itself and try to halt and make movable objects immovable. Nevertheless, a perfect rune for when one is immobile. Answers. Answers.
This rune allows you to communicate without words. Well, at least words in the traditional sense. It allows you to use words of the mind and not of speech. It's also useful when something can't be described by words. You'll find it incredibly useful when you want to conceal your intention and still communicate with your truth.
This will be one of the most important runes to you, especially when you're far from here, far from my guidance. Let me see. What else do I have here that I will share? Oh, it's a similar type of defensive. It brings forth a more physical defense, a shielding of oneself, physically shielding oneself, making one's skin more robust. But I don't think this is a hard rune to master. And I don't think this will be the most useful. What else do we have? Radio. The journey rune. Only the most great can use this for any real distance. But, under the right circumstances, to be able to move oneself, even a few feet, can be very useful. kind of a purplish aura to it. Growth. One can call upon the forest itself. To entwine one's enemies. To move the slow-moving animals that are plants at a greater rate. There's much strength that grows underground. Alas, this one I cannot teach you, for it has eluded me. I have not mastered it myself. But it is a poor apprentice who does not surpass their master. This will be something you can take as your own learning. Kennel. Opening. Perhaps an orangish aura to it. Beginning. A start to something. A thieves' rune. It can be used to open doors or locks or chests. I've had very little need for this. Nature doesn't hide itself. It doesn't lock itself away. And if I've held to any truth, it is that the one reason that we're here and the meaning of life is built by living in harmony with nature. I'll come back to this. But look. Green in aura. Positive energy. A look rune can help one find oneself out of an improbable situation. Look. Hagalaz. Disruption. A gentle grey, much like the stone it's written upon. There are many uses of this. The main one I was ever taught and ever use is the disruption of the senses. Concentrate. Concentrate on the disruption of the senses. See what you see and know it to be real. Perception is reality. One just must know what one's really looking at. Don't miss the wood for the trees. If one uses this too much, you can distort your own reality. And finally, at least for today, for I grow tired, Odin, the unknowable, a god who rarely speaks and who little is known. Keep your focus. Don't let me trick you with this. Keep your focus. I'm still here, no matter what happens. So keep your focus. Keep your focus. I must rest. But let me give you some of these. 2 or 3. Yes. Give you these 3 to practice with. Don't expect too much, and you won't be disappointed. Some of these skills can take hundreds of years to learn. But time is on our side. That is all for today.